Hey y'all, hey. Happy Memorial Day weekend. I hope everybody's having a blessed Saturday. I know it's raining here. I know it's cold here. I know it's been a long day for me. I'm sitting here with the C19. Like, I can tell it's going to hit me tomorrow. I know it's been a long day for me. I'm sitting here with I'm like, my throat is hurting now. My body's sore, but it's not as bad, which I know it takes its steps. It's just gradually runs its course. So I'm gonna let it just gradually run its course. Hey, Big Stacks, what's going on? I'll just let it just let it do what it do or whatever. And if I feel any worse tomorrow, then I'll handle it then. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, research, and scholarship. Thank you, Barbie. Appreciate you, sister. Appreciate you. Hey, Lady Eve, what's going on? Welcome, Lady Eve. Welcome. Samad, sis, what it do? Big Stacks. Make sure you drop your link, Stacks. You can drop your link. Kiki, baby. Karen B. Demetrius, what it do? Hot ginger tea with honey, lemon. Love you, darling. Man, thank you. All of that is downstairs. I wasn't expecting that, though, Lady Eve. I really just wasn't. I ain't know nothing about nobody being sick. Nobody said nothing. Hey Kippy, what's going on? Hey Peaches, what's going on, sister? What's going on? Hey Miss Lowkey, what's going on, sister? I wasn't expecting none of it and stuff like that. I was sore and stuff, but like anything else, I ain't like, mm-mm. But for the ones that want to celebrate, if COVID takes my life or whatever, I'll make sure Shank Rock goes live and announce it so you can celebrate the right way. Okay. Not wishing death on myself, but hot damn. What's going on, Natty? What's going on? Happy Memorial Day weekend to you. What y'all doing this weekend? I just came to kick it in, um, talk about this case that just hit or whatever, and then some other little trending topics that I want to talk about. Thank you, Peaches. I love you. Thank you, sister. Appreciate you. Just talk about some other trending topics and stuff like that or whatever. I mean, I am in the house. I am quarantined like a zombie. For now. For now. Or whatever. So yeah, mask is important. Hand sanitizer is important. Make sure you mask up. This hantavirus is hitting like crazy. And I want to say, I honestly, hey Galatians, hey prayers, baby. Thank you, Natty. I'm fine, Natty. Hey, what can I do, Natty? Ain't nothing I can do. Ain't nothing I can do. Just basically pray right now. You know what I'm saying? And it came through like a wildfire. Like I heard sneezing and coughing, but the sneezing and coughing, hey B, what's going on? I heard sneezing and coughing, but it wasn't like how we used to be with, I think with the COVID, it's like we don't take the sneezing and the coughing serious anymore, but I should have, because it was like, I was like, sometimes I still turn my head like, fuck. And then, but this time I just didn't. This time I just didn't take it serious, but it was a lot of runny noses, sneezing, everybody having allergies. Nah, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't allergies. It definitely was not allergies. Y'all was lying. Y'all was lying. You got all of us sick. Okay. Hey, Rhapsody, Belinda, I'm okay. Actually, I feel fine. Really, you know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really today, but like I said, COVID hits in ways I just want to try to be safe, that it's not over with. And then, you think you're gonna go to work and you're like a couple people got it. Thank you, Paris. You think a couple people got it. And I was like, so who's got it? Like, and thinking I was gonna say that, I was like, well, at least 9, 8 to 9, 8 to 9. It ain't, I think it's just 15. 15 of us here. 8 to 9. That's all of us. By the time I left work, it was damn near all of us. By the time I was like, what the fuck? How? Hey, sissy. How is this possible? Why the fuck are we sick like this? What the fuck? So I'm sick of all these viruses. The hantavirus. I miss Loki. I actually feel okay. I was just like, I was sore. But I work, so it's like, you ain't thinking of nothing else. I was just like, okay, bitch, get back into the process. But yesterday I was just like, jeez. And then when I woke up today, my legs was wobbly and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like Pinocchio when he found out he was a real boy at the legs and stuff like that. Thank you, sissy. Hey, Queen Butterfly. So I just feel like I was a real, like Pinocchio when he first got his first set of real legs and shit like that. I was like, yeah, my legs. What? And so yeah, so I was just really sore. Other than that, I'm good. I'm good. It's just running its course, I guess. And they was like, yeah, we're on day 3. I looked at the guy that was working with me today. I was like, he said, hell, when was day 1? I said, did they say day? The bitch just, I'm cussing. The bitch just say day 3. I've been here every day this week. She said, we on day 3. Day 3? Yeah. Hey. It's crazy. Like, oh, we ain't doing signs or we ain't telling nobody. It's always the outfit specific. Thank you. Hey, Key loves to me. Hey, Lady LeMay. Thank you, Lady LeMay. But yeah, hey, Candy Sis. But yeah, I wanted to get into the story about Jor'Dynn Duncan and just play some clips for you guys and just talk about it. Because when I be looking at my little news clips and things like that, hey, Betty Sis, when I be looking at my news clips and stuff, I be thinking, I know this the last days. I know for a fact we're living in the last days. We are. Y'all heard these clips, y'all gonna like, yeah. Cause this shit is unheard of. It ain't no other way around these stories. It's just simply not. Hey Valerie. It's just no other way around the stories. No other way. No other way to understand. Let me tell y'all why. Let me read the first one to y'all before I get into a more deeper one and a more deeper one, then a more deeper one. We definitely in Revelations, all the way living through Revelations, all the way living through Revelations, Galatians. It's actually scary. Y'all know how I be. This is the first one. A man was arrested after authorities discovered he had allegedly engaged in a sexual activity with a dead deer in a wooded area. I couldn't. The world is getting crazy. For the life of me, I was like, wait a minute, not just the dirt. Wait a minute. It was bad enough it was a dirt. It was just bad enough that it was a dirt. But we're saying they said a dead dirt. A dead dirt. Right? And I'm just going, just ain't no way. This not possible. Look, she said, wait, what? Huh? I been said the Bible is revealing itself. Prophecy is being fulfilled. It said, a man has been arrested after authorities discovered he was allegedly engaged in sexual activity with a dead deer in a wooded area. The incident was reported after witnesses alerted. And you got to think, after witnesses alerted, you walking by, you just doing a little nature walk and shit. Y'all know I love to be in nature walking. Y'all know how many dead deer we drive by on the road? Y'all know how many dead deer when you going taking the highway and you like, damn, it's a lot of dead deer out here. Imagine. driving and you just, is he? I wouldn't know how to what your mama's man, what happened. I wouldn't know how to, I don't think I could get that out of my visual ever. His disease too. Like I just don't know how to get that out of my visual. Even like I be as your mama man, like for the witnesses, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that hey Project Incarcerios. Thank you, Latasha. Um I'm just praying for the people that witnessed it. After witnesses alerted local enforcement, who later investigated the scene and identified the suspect, police confirmed that the man was taken into custody and charged under animal abuse and illegal handling of wildlife laws, which strictly prohibits such acts. Officials stated that the behavior violated state wildlife protection regulations and public decency laws. Following the arrest, the suspect was booked into jail while the case was processed through the local court system. Authorities said the incident serves as a reminder that wildlife laws exist to protect animals and prevent disturbing or illegal actions involving wildlife. If y'all thought that was something. And real quick, I want to talk about this real quick before I move on to the next sequence. Okay. I didn't know that. Now, we thought the COVID was something, you know what I'm saying? I saw a man get arrested for doing a chicken. I had to look under there and make sure I see Gretch for doing a chicken. Anybody that touch an animal in that kind of way needs to be locked up forever to me. And he did a dead deer. Currently, Louisiana, there was a couple sent to prison for messing around with all their farm animals. So old McDonald done went up there and did old Betsy the bull and got his rocks off in Louisiana. Old McDonald had a farm for real, didn't he? Yeah, I'm fixing to go to the chicken coop. What you going up there for, Stanley? Then the wife is up there humping the cows, right? I can hear the other inmates asking, "What you here for?" Saying I had eggs with a deer, a dead deer, not just a deer, a dead deer. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I ain't going. Your mama's man, yeah. I ain't going. My cousin's nasty ass especially used to be in the field in the middle of the night, messing with horses and cows, shaking my head. It really, wait a minute. Galatians, what did you say? Why his name had to be Stanley? I don't know. Your mama man. It just gives. A farm fucker, I mean, it just gives Stanley. Or Ricky James. Or Billy Earl. You know? What's his name? Billy Earl? Don't he give a Billy Earl vibe, a Stanley, or you know what I'm saying? That lady was caught with a horse. If they ain't what it was it Jeffrey Dahmer, which one of them like doesn't give off killer vibes? Hey Miss Lady B. Hey Mia. I'm just asking. If they mess with a chicken and a cow and a horse and get off and you gotta climb up their backs. You don't get to just go behind and you gotta Okay, so I wanna Lock their ass up. He's giving Jim Bob. She said, Billy Earl, nah, it's giving Jim Bob. That was Jim Bob's ass. That was Jim Bob's ass. Yeah, not Billy Earl. So as I was sitting over with the C-19, you know what I'm saying, and it's running rampant at work, I was just like, let me look into this coronavirus. Did you say a dead deer? Yeah, he went to jail. He just went to jail. He was in the wildlife screwing on a dead deer. People was doing their little nature walk and stuff like that. And he's just in the back just hitting the deer while he's dead. Yeah. That's why I'm scared of the world we living in. That's why Galatians like, take my comment down of Billy Earl, my cousin Billy Earl, screwing the cows and the chickens and shit. Take my take my comment down. I don't need everybody know my cousin's screwing the farm animals. But anyway, I feel like on that boat that rat that bit whoever, that it was an experimental rat. She said the world is crazy. Them type of people eat people. That's what I'm saying, Yolanda. It gives cannibalism. It gives a murderer, an unaliver. You get what I'm saying? Like it definitely gives those type of vibes that I want those kind of people locked up forever. They're no better. They're no better than a predator. You know what I'm saying? It's giving off predatory vibes. The hantavirus strain may stay in a human sperm for 6 years and it turns into an STI. And they said that not only does it turn into an STI, but they said that it's like it's an STD. They're basically saying like it's STD. It's an STD. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if the men have seen that. Thank you, Projects. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. How do a virus turn into a STD? Is that not scary? So I feel like the rat that had that on that boat and that bit whoever and stuff, and they also allegedly they said that the rat had HIV, and when they said that, I really said that was a lab rat. That was I don't fool with them folks, Ken or not. Okay, Glacier, I don't feel fool with Ricky Bobby. I don't associate with Ricky Bobby. He's just cousins by marriage. That's my auntie's uncle's granddaddy's son. Okay. I understand, Galatians. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you. Is that not scary? Is that not scary that y'all get the virus as a couple, and if the man got it, it turns into an STD during sexual intercourse? It's about time for them to create a new STI since HIV is running so rampant. It is. And did y'all not know that they want the HIV medicine, that they're stopping Medicaid funding and all kind of funding for it? They want people to pass away from it. They want people to actually pass away from the HIV virus. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They actually want you to pass away. So the funding for it, Medicaid and all of that, they're stopping paying for prescriptions and things like that. So yeah, it's super sad. Here we go. A 21-year-old man, Zai Soto from California, just got charged. She said, well, I don't mess around, don't know who got what. Yeah, that's a new one. Look, your mom man like, damn. Nick Coach, you ain't got the hand to. You ain't got the hand to cancer get rid of, do you? What is that? The hand to cancer get rid of? Cause you know we I see you in 6 months. Y'all better start strapping up, okay? That's crazy though. You know what I'm saying? Yo, my chart gotta be clean for hand to cancer. The virus. Yeah, we got to check for that. Like you know, okay, you're cool for herpes, you're cool for this. Did he ever have a hand to cancer? Oh, I can't mess with you. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Is it permanent? I don't know, Jack, and that's a good question. Is it a permanent STI? Because hell, Jasmine, you got to think you carrying it for 6 months. They said that a male could carry it for 6 months in their sperm. Type of shit. That wasn't even no C19 shit. You imagine getting that phone call? I'm about to expose your ass on Facebook. You gave me C19 down there. Wait, what? What? I'm right to Vivian. Oh my God, hi Viv. Mm. Dang, Viv. I love you, Viv. It it looked like a damn zombie virus with all them sores. Who wants? But who? Doctor, the gynecologist looking between your legs and just go down there. And I just asked about you, Viv. I've been working like crazy, Viv. Just working like crazy. Doctor go down there and treating you and shit. Yeah, you got that Hanson. And we know the Hanson's full of sores. It looked like Job in the Bible. Hey, real vibe. Hey, honey. I don't date all. She said I don't date at all. This is too much. It just gets worse and worse. Get good people get married. That's what the Times is telling us. I don't ever want to get married, but it is telling us that it is hell is getting married. Even I just could. You can't have Hanta. You can't have Hanta, Cancer, nothing. I don't even want a K in your name. Nothing. I don't want a C in your name, a H, or nothing. But it is saying that, like, But can y'all see all the Facebook posts? Can y'all know Facebook say anything? They say anything. It's great to be so many cancer viruses on there. Man, say. Ugh. But let me get into this one. A 21-year-old man, Zai Soto from California. If y'all, we was talking about the dead deer and it's the end of the world. But what's going on with your real vibe? What's going on? He just got charged with 18 sex crimes after allegedly molesting 3 children under 13, including an 18-month-old toddler, entrusted to his care. And after he SA'd the 18-month-old toddler, he sexually assaulted a cat. Yeah. Sores, scabs, bulls. Make your nuts look like you got open sore freckles. I don't know. It's odd. Hey, Alma sis. Candy said, "Nah, I'm good." Yeah, I ain't never get married. Mm-mm, mm-mm. It's stay single forever. With these new viruses and they're now, I ain't never heard of viruses. We never heard of the flu. You got the flu down there. Oh, he gave me the flu down there? Oh, you go to the doctor? Yeah, he gave you pneumonia down there. We're going to give you 14 days supply. 14 days supply for the flu down there. What? And I ain't. Seaside police first investigated him for lewd acts on two kids under 13 at the store where he worked. When they searched his devices, they allegedly found videos of him molesting the 60-month-old and the cat. Soto turned himself in to Monterey police after being reported missing. He was arrested Monday and pleaded not guilty on Wednesday in court. Police Chief Nick Borges called it one of the worst cases they ever investigated. He faces 75 years to life if convicted on everything. They said, do you think they should throw away the key on this one or what? Never what? Jasmine said, I'm still stuck on the cat. Like, yeah. Like, it's almost like, y'all know about last year sometime? It was about August, like the end of July into August. And people were saying, like, did we go through a shift or something? I remember people asking her, like, that's like, it feels like, I don't know the word for like a matrix or something type of shit, like some kind of shift. And I was like, I ain't get that feeling. And people's like, something happened, something bad, getting the flu down there. Who? Project, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, projects, when I say no one peeped his evil spirit. I'm trying to imagine what's really going on. That's the crazy part, Candy, when you can't even imagine what's really. What made you do the 18-month-old and turn around and do the cat? And y'all want to look the story up? It's in California. His name is Zai Soto, Z-A-I Soto. Zai Soto from California. So y'all can look that up and get more into it. I want to look him up and find out when he's going to court with their to keep up with the case and stuff like that. I don't This one. Shout out to World Star. Hold on, guys. Getting the flu down there. I mean, you're getting the hantavirus down there, so I'm just saying, can you get the flu down there? I mean, we ain't never heard of viruses becoming sexually transmitted diseases. I'm just asking. Has anybody ever went to the gynecologist and say, you know, you got pneumonia down there? We're going to give you 14 days supply and you got pneumonia of the vagina. Oh, so he gave me pneumonia down there? Because his ass was coughing. Can you imagine being in the clinic? He was coughing and sneezing. And and he wanted to give me a shot. Yeah, okay. So he gave me pneumonia down there. Okay, yeah. And I got to take a 14-day supply of antibiotics. Okay, yeah. Since when? They closed the mental hospitals. Remember, used to get, and a lot of people was talking about that a couple of months ago about them shutting down all the is your coochie coughing? I mean, I'm pretty sure your lips are flared up and some more shit. I don't know. I really want to ask the doctor. I really want to go to the health department this week coming up. I want to go to the health department and ask them, do you have a chart of a hantavirus vagina? What would a hantavirus vagina look like? Don't this make y'all not want to date? Do this make y'all not want to date at all? Hey, Nika. Because it's giving me that not today at all. Not today at all. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's saying let's get married. I think this is saying leave y'all males alone. It don't look like that anybody in these days will have a Noah Ark situation where it's going to be two animals walking up on that ship and shit for 40 days and 40 nights. Absolutely not. The animals ain't even gonna look. I think Reagan started closing the mental hospitals. Now, we still had a hospital. Now, I don't know if Eastern State still pays you, but back in the days, Eastern State, it used to be $100. But what happened? He said, "What the fuck?" She said, "I'm running." Yeah, they gonna have all the animals in the forest. Like, if God leaves somebody there, I know the Bible say it'll never rain again. It never do the 40 days, 40 nights. But what if, however it works for God, and the next person that's supposed to build something is supposed to bring two of each? It ain't gonna be two of each other. Animals ain't even gonna want to hunt. Because it's in animals too. The ratatouille's running around the ship, biting and shit. So that's why I said it was a lab rat to me. I think somebody was traveling and bought the rat and stuff like that. I don't know. Going to another country on the boat. It was probably cheaper that way. I don't know. Hell, watch your kids and your damn animals. Hell, you got to. I guess I'll stick with goldfish. Yes, when you don't want a man or nothing, you just want goldfish to come home and talk to, okay? That's it. This one was another one. A 31-year-old man was arrested after allegedly using a crowbar to break into Maricopa County Medical Examiner's office and sexually assaulting multiple corpses. It's when I knew we was doomed. She said in Revelation 700, chapter, 7 in chapter 9, it says when the animals stop hunching, it's over. I ain't never seen. Hold on. You not bad. How is that the 7th verse? Don't play with me. I got my Bible right here. Yeah. Got my Bible right here. What did chapter 9? And in appearance, the locusts resemble horses prepared for. Now, Michelle, what made you say that? Because I don't see that. Mine, you must got the old King James version. Mine says, in appearance, the locusts resembled horses prepared for battle. On their heads were what seemed to be crowns of gold, and their faces were like human faces. It don't even go to 700. It don't even go to 700. So, it go to verse 21. That's what my revelations go to. Don't be lying on the book of Revelations. Hell, the book of Revelations is already scary enough. Michelle, and I don't know. Is that the old King James version, the green one? You must went to the little church of Bethlehem on Martin Luther King in 27 in New York. Is that even a street? She said, "Oh, I was just calling out random numbers, but that was a beautiful scripture." I'm sorry, God. Man, look, I ain't about fooling the shell. Hey, Shauna. That's crazy, Alicia. We got to watch the pets. Now, Candy, where's the husband been at? That's some kids get. They were saying the rat droppings was what was making everybody sick. So he broke in and he was sexually assaulting. She said, "Girl, stop." He was sexually assaulting multiple corpses. Authorities say Fenris Lewis facing several felony charges, including burglary. Now imagine that. Imagine somebody breaking into the morgue to touch on the dead women. Multiple corpses. I used to hate walking in the hospital when I worked in housekeeping. I used to hate walking. I worked down there in the dentistry. And I used to hate being down there in the basement because the morgue was down just a little bit down. It was a walk, but it was always cold down there and I just hated it. But he's breaking in. So we got the dead dirty man on the nature walk. doing Bambi, mama. He's doing Bambi's mama. Nothing over here to look at. Just drive humping the shit out of a dead deer. Then we got dude up in California with the 18-month-old, and then that wasn't good enough for him. He had to do the family cat. And now we got him breaking into the morgue, doing the dead court. Like, what is happening? I mean, just honestly, is it in the air? Because I don't understand it for the life of me. I don't get this. I've never heard of this. She said, necrophilia. What's that, Alicia? In 2026, the first date is not a 5-star restaurant. It's the clinic to make sure she's clean. He said in 2026, the first date is not a fun. So if you date Project and Cosreal, he's saying, you know what I'm saying? Why you sit over smiling thinking, oh shit, bitch, it's okay. He's great. Go ask me to, you know what I'm saying? Out to eat. It's for drinks and shit. He said, yeah, you can go drink some water at the health department. He don't mind you going, taking your Stanley Cup with you to the health department. You're going to the clinic, is what he's saying. He said, first date is the clinic. Your choice of a clinic, you know, we can go to the health department or your medical card. He's going to ask you, do you get medical card? Because that visit's free. I'm willing to pay a $25 copay for you to get seen. But if you come at it with anything other than a piece of paper and a white bag, he's saying it's a no. So don't look for a 5-star restaurant with Project and Casareos. He said it's the clinic. The clinic. It said, so they charged him with felony charges including burglary, escape, and 4 counts of sexual conduct with a dead body. With the bond set at $500,000, officials are withholding the identities and the exact number of victims. Wow. I didn't know they caught them victims. Hey, Auntie Fee, what's going on, baby? I love you. Auntie Fee, you've been showing off. Now, I know I ain't been in the sector, but you've been showing off. Lucretia's been, you know, I just want to know if Lucretia's been coming out. You know, it's good. Wish it's set up and grab him. Bet he don't do it no more. You heard me. You heard me. He would have went through some conjuring shit. Absolutely, Shauna. I've heard about people doing corpse for a long time, but it would always be people who worked in the funeral homes. Hey, Time Warp sis, ex-demons and these people. Show that my chart first. Yes, indeed. Okay, Nika said I need to see the my chart too. Hey, okay, nice to meet you, Rob. Oh, dinner and drinks. Okay, you wouldn't be happen to have your my chart. I would like to go to the clinic. How do it work? How do the man that you think is great ask you on a date and that date is to the local clinic? How does that work? Is that offensive? Yes, Auntie. I'm just asking, what did Candy ass say? I missed it. OMG, this is too much. Okay, it is. I need to see your ID, and I will meet you at the clinic with the background check. That's, you know. And I think it's good, especially now they walk amongst us. Candy wants the social security number, and you know what? I don't, but I do want to I want to go to the clinic too. I think it's safe, and you cannot even have the hantavirus. Like he's gonna be like, so you ain't even gonna let me take you out to dinner because I had the hantavirus. Yeah, I don't want to. I think if you get, and even though I've had COVID 3 times now, right? I don't. They didn't say nothing about the females. They said the males. So at that point, if you had C19, it's a no for me. I want to see the records on that too. Has he ever had C19? Okay. Has he ever had C-19? I heard they don't hire men anymore because of this reason. Make me wonder about farms. I want to get into this real quick. It said, with the officials are withholding the identities and the exact number of victims, while the next of kin are notified and investigators determine whether an active criminal case may have been impacted. I didn't know that corpses are considered victims. Did y'all? And I'm being serious right now with that one. I did not know that corpse was considered victims. And I get it. I want to log in myself because they're using AI on my charts. Who? She said, "Oh no, thank you. I ate last week." Nichelle said she already ate. Mm-mm. She said I went to a 5-star last week. I'm good. Don't it, Nichelle, y'all make y'all want to stay single? Auntie Fee, how do you feel about the hantavirus? Yep, if they're being violated. I didn't know that, Yolanda. It just makes sense to alter the results. Not if we at the clinic, you know what I'm saying? Because now if they AI and charts, then that means that I want to take you, you got to get your medical records. See, it's ways around that. I need your medical records. I didn't know they were victims either. Me neither. I didn't know that a corpse was considered a victim. And that they're still reaching out. They're not putting out the number, but if y'all want to look it up, look his story up and follow it. It's Fenris Lou, and that's definitely demonic. That third is definitely demonic. To break in and catch those kind of charges, and I want to get into this. I want to break away from that a little bit before I get into the Jor'Dynn Duncan story and stuff, because that's really interesting, and that's why I'm here. I really want to know about this landlord because it's giving me creeps. This is creeping me out for some reason. So a couple had went, their loved one was in a hospital. You know what I'm saying, babe? You want to go with me? Auntie Deborah Greeny's in the hospital. Let's go to the hospital. And imagine your ring cam, and shout out to ring cameras. Because sometimes I hate new gadgets, but I also love them for certain reasons. With these new cameras, it was alerting them something's going on at the house. We don't got a dog. We don't got a cat. What's going on in our house? And imagine your landlord doing the do. Let me show you guys.
Their landlord was supposed to be removing dead birds from the attic. Instead, he was giving a lesson on the birds and the bees on camera.
So right now we're kind of standing at the scene of the crime.
What did you guys do? Did you clean before you?
Most definitely. My wife, she's germophobic, so I had to most definitely clean her before she even stepped in anywhere.
How you coming to do work? First of all, who did he have somebody? Did he invite somebody? Because I can't wait to get the rest of that story. Did he invite somebody to come along with him? I got to go get these birds out of these attics. Ride with me. What stimulated him from looking for dead birds? What about the virus I think Bill Gates and them created? Absolutely, Auntie Fee. Because they saying, Auntie Fee, that the men created in their created for 6 months and it turns into an STD. Hey, Maisha. The men created for 6 months, and while they're carrying it, if you have unprotected sex with them, it turns into a STD. So not only do you got hantavirus, to be sick there, you got it down there in your pocketbook. And the sores are diabolical. Don't the sores remind y'all of Job in the Bible? Like when you just kind of visualize Job breaking down. Hey, Miss Kate, when you visualize Job breaking down the sores and stuff, and you see it, and you see these people with these sores, like the monkey nuts. I do. If somebody asks y'all right now, would you want the monkey nuts or the hantavirus? Because the monkey nuts wasn't taking lives. The monkey nuts, you just had big balls on your face. A big set of monkey nuts on your face. I've never heard of monkey balls. Not even on the Discovery Channel. You don't hear of monkey nuts. Like, I often wonder, and I'm told from heaven, just act like there's cameras on you at all times. Because nowadays you just never know. I'm asking y'all in the chat, Alicia. I know y'all, we don't know, nobody wants none of it. But do you want monkey nuts or do you want the hantavirus? You get to pick one. If the government said we got to give you one of these. And y'all remember on the Star Wars, that thing that had the balls hanging from his chin, what was they called? They put AIDS in the vax as well. Absolutely, Auntie Fee, I just mentioned that. I just actually mentioned that. What was the dude thinking on the way to the morgue? I don't know. He didn't catch the bus to the morgue. No, I don't know. I only want my dude nuts. Auntie P said, I don't want monkey nuts. I don't want his hantavirus nuts. I want my man with his Wasn't he called monkey balls, y'all? What was it called? Monkey balls? Monkey nuts? I don't know. Oh, she said monkey pox. Because it looked like a set of nuts. She said, I need a body condom. Yeah, you just want to wrap your whole self up in latex. What made that landlord do the dirty on these people's floor? And have the nerve to have somebody in your house? She said, shit, I don't want none of it. Y'all trying to dumb it down. No, it's monkeypox. No, it's Ebola. It's monkey something but Ebola. Shit, monkey nuts. Go look at them people that had them. Hey, got big boils and they sag like balls. Like, what? Like, what? I can't. I want to, I covered her story a little bit. I want to move past the little thing. I just want to kind of change the subject. I'll take monkey nuts, I guess. Alicia said she's going to take the monkey nuts for $200, Alex. I don't know. I don't know if I can ride with a set of nuts on my face. Just imagine if they come right here and your chin look like it's just drooping balls. Like I ain't the prettiest bitch, but I don't know if I can carry around a sack of nuts. I can't. I gotta see what kind of cream that they're passing out for the hantavirus. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I can go without being sexually active. So getting on some medication for the hantavirus just might be it. I'll just deal with the cream, and I don't want monkey nuts. I figured 2 big balls versus all them sores is easier. Alicia said, I'd rather carry around a set of nuts. I'm quitting and going home. I don't want it either. Natty said, I'm done. Natty Gray go home, break up with her boyfriend and say, hey, Daryl, I was riding home and I just been thinking. Daryl gonna be like, what's up, Natty dog? Like, come on, Natty dog, don't play with me. He playing his PlayStation and shit. He playing 2K and shit. On the ride home, I was listening to Miss Parker. She gonna throw me in it. as I get thrown into everything. She gonna throw me in it. Yeah, and Miss Parker then was talking about the monkey nuts and I just decided I want to be single. Is the face ball sacks like keloids? Yes. Worse, Auntie Fee. These was like big old like keloids, but they hang like balls. That's why I call them monkey nuts. And they call them monkey pox. So I was like, nah, they're monkey nuts. Cause it was like a ball in it, like for some reason. Those monkey nuts. Balls and nuts is crazy on your face. Diabolical is what it is. It is. But if you had to pick one, I'm asking you. I'm just asking a question. If you had to pick one. Well, that monkey nuts won't be there forever, right? No, I think I don't know how long the monkey nuts lasted. But Belinda's like, wow, I gotta choose one, really? I really wanna y'all go follow Auntie Fee, follow Shank Rock, follow Project Incarcerios. This is one of those stories, Auntie Fee. This is one of Trump's friends. And I want y'all to hear what they're saying. It said, let me hit it. MAGA Texas AG Ken Paxton's office prosecuted Waco attorney. This is what I'm saying. Hey, Tia. Same to you. TT said, no, ma'am. She said, it said, Texas AG Ken Paxton's office prosecuted Waco attorney Adam Dean Hoffman, who sexually abused a child for 3 years, and offered him a sweetheart deal that reduced the felony carrying life in prison to 2 misdemeanors in just 30 days in jail. No sex offender registration, no accountability. A visiting judge, and this is Trump's friend. Y'all see him with the orange man right there. A visiting judge was so disturbed, he rejected the deal and doubled the sentence to 60 days. I'm so mad at you. He sexually abused the child for 3 years. And the new judge got mad about the 30-day sentence that he doubled it to 60 days. I don't think that's somebody being mad. Do it sound like somebody that's mad? He did what for 3 years to a kid? And they said he ain't gonna be on the registry. So the judge got mad. Well, if he ain't gonna be on the registry, damn it, I want him to do 60 days. I hurt my feelings. Fake Jews worship the devil. They're so freaky. Slap on the finger, not even. I don't know why he's getting 60. Like at this point, just let him be. Let this attorney, let Trump's friend be. Let Trump's friend be. Y'all know how many pedophiles will take that? Oh, I ain't got to go on the register. Yeah, give me 60. What about the victim? Thanks, Nichelle. It said a visiting judge was so disturbed. That's not disturbed. Girl, no, that's what got me, Natty. He got so disturbed, he rejected the deal and doubled the sentence to 60 days. Still a fraction of what the Crown warranted. Now Texas state lawmakers are demanding answers. Shout out to Representative Jeff Leach. He called it the most reckless and negligent case he's ever seen from Paxton's office and invited Paxton to testify before the House Judiciary Committee. Paxton has not responded. The victim's mother put it plainly in a letter read at a press conference. And y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for the victim? My son deserved protection. You essayed her son for 3 years. I thought it was going to be a little girl, little Sally Sue or something, which it doesn't make a difference what the name is. She said, my little boy. And this is an attorney, you guys. It's an attorney. She said, my son deserved protection. Instead, authorities protected his abuser. Kim Paxton must be held accountable. Representative Pat Curry said, it's certainly not lost on me how suspicious this looks. He is now pushing legislation to require mandatory sex offender registration in similar cases and greater protection for child victims. Paxton's office did not respond to media requests for comment. Kim Paxton has spent years as one of Donald Trump's most loyal allies. Speaking at the January 6th rally, filing a lawsuit to overturn the 2020 election, and flying to Trump's Scottish golf resort to personally lobby for his endorsements. This is the same man whose office just handled a child sex abuser, a sweetheart deal, and still won't answer questions about it. Birds of a feather, the Epstein class strikes again. A child was abused for 3 years. The AG's office handed his abuser a flick on the pinky. Kim Paxton owes the nation an explanation. And don't y'all, it was almost like with this war thing, okay, with this war, it was almost like to throw us off. It reminded you of like how Bush did it for Papa Bush, like, you know what I'm saying, to get him off his dad and all the shit that happened when Daddy Bush, Papa Bush was in office. You get what I'm saying? Hold on, I'll play it.
This is why they were kicked out of 109 different countries over a span of 2,000 years. Has nothing to do with them being Jewish, has everything to do with what they practice. Check this out, okay?
The word goyim in Hebrew means a non-Jew in English. So for M15,
We're non-Jews.
even the best of goyim should all be killed. Yebamoth 98A. All children of goyim are animals. Baba Mesia 114b. Gentiles goys are not humans. They are beasts. Geshaz 2. A Jew may violate but not marry a non-Jew girl.
Makes sense with everything with Epstein, huh? Look.
A Jew may have sex with a child as long as the child is less than 9 years old. Tauspot
Their religion.
84b. If you eat with a goy,
And I know it ain't a lie because I think Max sent it to me. Auntie Fee Max sent me that video of that man marrying that 6-year-old over there. And how they was giving her gifts, like cards and money to the 6-year-old. And how he was kissing on her neck, and I couldn't even finish the video. I couldn't even finish the video that Max had sent me because I was so disturbed. I was like, oh my God. 6. You know, at 6, we ready to watch our babies graduate kindergarten. Go to the 2nd grade. Or go to the 1st grade. You know, graduate kindergarten or whatever it is. Thank you, Passion. You know what I'm saying? We proud. Baby, first school year, we getting backpacks and scissors and glue and, you know, their little lunch boxes and stuff. And to have this, I seen a video of a young lady telling a preacher, PS8. Wait a minute. when she was young in the crowd support. Yeah, they was giving that girl money, Nichelle. They was giving her cards and gifts and dropping money on the 6-year-old. Dropping money on the 6-year-old. And ain't it funny how the Epstein files, it's like nothing. They're up there talking to Cash Patel about bump the jet for them. Bump the jet and his girlfriend flying on. They've been doing that shit for years. But let's get back into the Franklin Credit Union, where them little white boys was talking about going underground to that tunnel that takes them up to who was the president at the time. Those books are called The Talmud That Promote Homosexuality in SA. Can somebody give me some glue for this skin? I just ripped off myself, baby. The Franklin Credit Union. This wasn't black kids. This was white kids. Talking about how they was getting SA'd by politicians and going in the White House, the tunnels, the secret tunnels and stuff like that. So I'm trying to understand it. What's BS, Saga? Well, I don't even know you, but welcome. But what's BS? I don't even want to see you. Because he's one of them. You got to be a pedophile. I don't even know how they find us. It's that shit's weird.
Dame is eating with a dog. Baba Mazia 24A. If a Jew finds an object lost by a goy, it does not have to.
Let's wake up, friends. Has nothing to do with someone being a quote Jew. Has everything to do with their fruits, as Jesus said, know them by their fruits. This is what.
That's a good one, Auntie Fee. Yeah, Belinda. And the Epstein files just went. The Epstein files just went totally off the grid. Y'all don't heard nothing else. She said Bondi said if the full Epstein files were released, the whole government would be convicted. And you, Auntie Fee, they want the unredacted. Them people been asking for the unredacted. Why are y'all redacting? And you notice that the men that went up there and ambushed Washington, all of them had SA charges. Horrible SA charges. Every last one of those men had a horrible SA charges. It was scary. Yep, so many deflections. So many deflections. So many deflections. Let's get into this Jor'Dynn Duncan, because I'll be here all night talking about them Epstein files. And I was scanning them and I was so sick to my stomach reading them. I still can't believe what I read. I also want to talk about hold on.
They did.
This is to give y'all updates of Michaela Settles, the 18-year-old that went with her father, thought she was ready to live out her dreams in California and things like that. Go to college, pursue everything that she wants to. She said sickening lawmakers. Absolutely, Auntie Fee. Who didn't know that? I knew that. Oh, Candy. Man, say. That little girl story, Auntie Fee, the one that wrote the kind of like in hieroglyphics. I cried so bad. And y'all know it's a song out. I played it on one of my lives. I think she was 12 or 13. And this is in the Epstein files, and she had a baby. And she was basically talking about like how her screams was ignored, and she didn't understand. She could hear her baby screaming and crying in the next room, and she didn't understand like nothing that was going on. She knew she was being abused, but she just wanted her baby. Her funky face daddy was one of them freaks too. Which one? Auntie Fee? I get it, Nichelle. I get it. What you mean, TT? Too much dancing with the devil. I hope they no money. Them fouls are, it's a lot that tore me up. Yes. Oh, the little girl story, yes. Her story tore me up. And then the one that got raped by the cartel and they killed her friend, the two 13-year-olds. Her story too. I cried on her story too. The one that they buried in the golf course, on Trump's golf course, allegedly. That ain't alleged. Down there, was it the Cali girl that you was talking about? I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, Auntie Fee, When I read the letters that little girl wrote, yeah, that tore me up. Auntie Fee, have you seen the Epstein files? Have you tapped in? And even John Benet Ramsey's mother and father are in there. That took me. And you know what's crazy? Right when that dropped, they put out that they reopened her case. All them years done passed. Think about it, Auntie Fee, y'all. All of them years done passed, right? All of a sudden, the Epstein files dropped. Because mama dead. The daddy gonna reopen the case. But they're mentioned in the Epstein files. And y'all heard about the alleged baby Trump had with the little girl who threw the baby in the river or some shit. It's really horrific. Let me get into Michaela Settles real quick.
However, informed me that based on the charges, the most that he can get is 3 years and 20 years as a registered sex offender. I said he's 40. In 60 years, in 20 years, this is going to all go away for him. And they really couldn't really answer me, but they just kept saying based on the charges, that's the most that he can get. So then I said, why can't we do involuntary manslaughter? They said based on the evidence, this is all we can charge. My daughter then asked, why can't we do rape? And they said based on the evidence, this is all we can charge.
How y'all giving him 3? I don't understand that. Because her uncle took her to the hospital. Michaela Settle's story up in California. Her uncle took her to the hospital. And she got the grape kit. And his DNA was there. What more evidence do they need? In my day, they was locked up. Now they humping each other, the dogs, the cats, the babies. Dirt. Don't forget the dirt. Don't forget the corpse. It ain't just the babies and the cats. It's the corpses, the dead deers. Sasha Riley got him that lifelong. I mean, don't even give him no time to me. Belinda said, yeah, I heard about that baby being thrown in the river. That took me too. It was a lot of babies, y'all. It was a lot of babies. And it was sad when that little girl said, I don't want to get pregnant. Can you use a condom? And he busted her lip, smacked her so hard. It does, Nichelle. It really does. It does. Now he ain't gonna do the whole 3 years. He ain't gonna do the whole 3 years. I mean, why charge him? I don't, at this point.
So I don't know what evidence they're talking about. Maybe what Michaela said, the day it happened. But at the end of the day, he got her drunk. And even if, he said, let's go to this room or let's go upstairs or whatever she said. And they did, however, inform me that based on the charges, the most that he can get is 3 years.
The most he can get is 3 years. The most that Michaela Settle's father can get, based on the evidence, I don't understand that. What? And they said she's no longer here to tell a story. But when she was living, nobody did anything to help her. Hey, Chucky and Tiffany's son. Nobody helped her when she was living and told her story. It defeated the purpose of her. If something happens to you, speak out. If something happens to you, speak out. And when you speak out, it gets ignored. And then when she took herself out, it was no longer. So it's all, the victims don't got a voice. And you can't tell me he blacked out for 4 hours and did this on flesh and bone. I'm calling BS. Hey, Aqualine, absolutely. Absolutely. And I want to kind of go off a story like hers. But she was 13. A heartbreaking story out of Michigan. 13-year-old Mila Thielen has passed away by suicide. Just 2 weeks after turning 13, her parents say it came shortly after she was allegedly raped by an 18-year-old man, Blake Kozan, during a spin the bottle game at a party following a sleepover on February 21st. Mila confided in her parents, received medical care and counseling, but struggled deeply with the trauma and possible bullying. The suspect has been charged with first-degree criminal sexual assault conduct. Mila was remembered as fearless, creative girl who loved Brazilian jiu-jitsu, wrestling, painting, and simply being a wild child with a big heart. Parents are calling for better mental health support for children and less stigma around sexual assault. Nobody offered her mental. 13. Because everybody can't endure that trauma. It's super windy where I'm from, and my electricity shut off. Yeah, mine just shut off. Yep, I went out and came back quick. Hey, 80 sis, what's going on? So that just happened in Michigan. Prayers to that young lady's family. We're seeing this happen all so much now, more than ever, and that's hurtful. I want to get into the story of Duncan. Jor'Dynn, 7 years old. Father goes to jail. Let me read it. Suffolk County, New York, District Attorney Raymond A. Tierney on May 20th, 2026, announced the indictment of 3 generations of women. The 3 defendants were indicted stemming from the death of 7-year-old Jor'Dynn Duncan. 50-year-old Emily Kelly was indicted for murder in the 2nd degree and other related charges. 75-year-old Barbara Renner, Kelly's mother, was indicted for manslaughter in the 2nd degree and another related charge. 24-year-old Alyssa Seymour, Kelly's daughter, Who would imagine getting their daughter to help them torture a baby and unalive her? Right, Chucky and Tiffany? It takes your type of spirit to discuss these kind of matters because this stuff is ripping and it's real, happening in real time. Heard what I said. 24-year-old Alyssa Seymour, Kelly's daughter, was indicted for unlawful imprisonment in the first degree and other related charges. My office is announcing the indictment against 3 co-defendants after a lengthy grand jury investigation into the alleged prolonged torture, abuse, and brutal murder of a defenseless innocent child who was placed in her care. This was not an alleged single act of violence. It was months of alleged systematic cruelty and sadistic abuse. We talk about people being evil, sadistic. They call this sadistic abuse. So imagine what Jor'Dynn went through. They said it was meticulously documented. The child was allegedly left to die while the defendants watched her deteriorate. No child should ever endure such horror. We will seek justice for Jor'Dynn. According to the investigation, on December 29, 2025, kids are really just still opening Christmas gifts. Jor'Dynn's supposed to be opening new dolls and her little diaper bag that carry her play diapers in and pushing around, her little pretend stroller, her Barbies, and her Barbie car on July the 29th of last year. Instead, she was tied up. According to the investigation, on December 29, 2025, at approximately 10:30 a.m., Kelly allegedly calls 911 to report that the victim was in cardiac arrest. Paramedics found the child unconscious, transported her to NYU Langone Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. An autopsy determined the victim died from a massive untreated infection, the source of which were sharp force injuries. In total, the Suffolk County Medical Examiner's Office documented approximately 90 stab wounds on her body at the time of the victim's death. 90. You have to be a special kind of sick to do stuff like this and then have someone help you. Your daughter. Hey, yours truly. What's going on? I know what I know. Men like that don't sleep well, can't make love. Well, the spirit is... Yeah, I get what you're talking about, Michelle. 90 stab wounds, y'all. I mean, this is a mama with her daughter who had custody of the little girl. So you got the mama, the daughter, and the daughter's daughter. Documented approximately 90 stab wounds on her body at the time of the victim's death. The findings prompted an investigation by the Suffolk County Police Department Homicide Squad. The investigation revealed that Kelly is the fiance of Jor'Dynn's father, who was incarcerated in December of 2024. Suffolk County Child Protective Services placed the victim with Kelly at Kelly's request. Where's the family? And I don't care what nobody say. I bet, because I'm going to follow this case. She been abusing that baby. She was jealous. She was jealous. And abuse didn't start as soon as he went in. Things like this put a heavy mark on my heart. Kelly gained full custody and guardianship of the child. Investigators allegedly recovered extensive photographic and video evidence from Kelly's cell phone and cloud-based accounts documenting the alleged prolonged abuse and torture of the victim. She was videotaping it, y'all. They was recording it like monsters. They was recording this shit like monsters. It said, which included prolonged restraint. They would tie her up in the shower. Physical injuries and lack of medical care for those injuries dating back to January of 2025. Soon as her father went in, y'all. That's how I know Kelly ass been beating that little girl. That didn't just start. Because the daddy just went to jail December 2024. So how does the injuries date back to January of 2025? He just went to jail. Let me see. Authorities say the oldest defendant, 75-year-old Renner, was allegedly singing in the background of the video showing Duncan struggling. So Kelly's mother will be in the background recording and singing of the baby struggling. Can y'all imagine a 7-year-old not having a clue of what she done to them people to make them hate her so much, to tie her up and abuse her so much? Following her death, it was discovered that Jor'Dynn missed approximately 40 days of school between January 2025 and June 2025. Kelly allegedly provided fabricated excuses involving different illnesses, deaths in the family, and a trip to Disney World, all of which were allegedly used to conceal the abuse, where they was beating her and hitting her so hard. On May 20th, 2026, Kelly was arraigned on the indictment before Supreme Court Justice John B. Collins for one count of murder in the second degree, a Class A felony, one count of reckless endangerment, a Class D felony. I don't know why I can't get my words right. One count of unlawful imprisonment, a Class E felony. 3 counts of endangering the welfare of a child, Class A misdemeanors. Justice Collins ordered Kelly held on bond for a $5 million cash, $10,000 bond. A $10 million bond, or a $10 million partially secure bond during the dependency of the case. Kelly is due back in court on June 23rd. So June 23rd, I'm going to be covering this and watching the court date. So be sure to pull up. I hope it's on Court TV. I'm going to check. Moderators, if y'all can, I'm going to send the story to y'all. If y'all can check to see for me too if it's going to be televised on Court TV. Let me know. And that's going to be June 23rd of this year. And she faces up to 25 years to life in prison if convicted, the top count. She is being represented by John Laturco. On May 20th, 2026, Renner, which is her mother, let me make sure. Yeah, her mother. This is Kelly's mother, Renner. She's getting one count of manslaughter in the second degree, Class C felony. One count of endangering the welfare of a child, a Class A misdemeanor. Renner is held on a $500,000 bond, or a $500,000 partially secure bond during the pendency of the case. Renner is due back in court on June 23rd, 2026. Thank you, sis. Thank you for the cash app. Thank you. She faces up to 15 years in prison if convicted. So she gets the same Murray had a little lamb and watch his baby and torture her. And she faces up to 15 years. And this is Kelly's daughter. Her bond is $25,000. She's due back in court on the 23rd as well and faces up to 1 1/3 to 4 years in prison. You know what? Let me just get into this video with y'all so y'all can see where it happened. I'm so pissed.
More questions stay surrounding the shocking torture death of a Long Island child.
3 women were arrested this week, charged with sadistic abuse that led to 7-year-old's death. Jor'Dynn Duncan is in their home by a court. And today, Carolyn Goff asked Suffolk County lawmakers how it happened.
It's a picture-perfect suburban Cape, but horrors inside where they say 7-year-old Jor'Dynn Duncan was trapped in a bathtub and routinely tortured. 3 generations in one family were charged in her death Wednesday in what prosecutors called wicked and evil torture.
The cutest little thing that you want to see in your life. Never see marks on the face.
Neighbors are horrified to learn December after Emily Colonel stab wounds that caused fatal infection. Prosecutors say the child missed 40 days of school, and in each case, Kelly provided excuse, a family trip or a death or illness. Now, if you're going to,
you can't hit her face. You got to hit her body if you're going to hit her. That's another thing we got to hide. Absolutely not enough, Belinda. Ain't that crazy? Mom, I want to hit her. I hit her in her face. You got to hit her body if you're going to hit her. Jor'Dynn survived the 90 stab wounds, y'all. She passed away the infection and also the other bruises and things. Nothing compared to what she did. And the daughter, this is the daughter now. She's torturing 7-year-old Jor'Dynn. And she's only going to do not even a year and a half to 4 years. You can't hit her in her face. You got to hit her body if you're going to hit her. That's another thing we got to hide. Hey, chill. Miss K, that's so devilish. I'm studying these type of women now, and I cannot wrap my mind around it for the life of me. To even takes me outside myself, or outside myself to even begin to understand. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because for the life of me, I don't get it. I really don't. I don't even understand the time that they're getting. I don't filled with demons. Absolutely. Absolutely.
hit her. That's another thing we've got to hide.
Shocked about that people could act so It's not a failure of CPS. Any information that comes out that
order with Kelly, her incarcerated father's fiance. Lawmakers are calling for a full review.
How was this child placed? How could school, not see her for 40 days?
Yes, when there's repeated
There we go. Another school now reporting that this baby ain't been to school in 40 days. Because regardless what excuses, after so many, it's unexcused absences. Y'all have to look further into it. A baby coming to you for nurture and love, I can't imagine. That's a slap on the wrist. They need safe houses for kids everywhere. How do y'all feel about these schools not reporting these things? Like another school, not saying nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
explained absences combined with warning signs.
The person.
Ain't that crazy? Her biological family has no comment. Y'all supposed to be outraged. Not strangers. That's what be getting me. Cause it's like strangers, we're strangers to this child, and when you see and you hear it and you see the comments under people that see this news clip are outraged. And the people come and knock on your door and we have no comment. We don't even want to talk about her. That shit hurt. That shit hurts. It just hurts. Do these kids not mean nothing? It's almost like I'm seeing older people outlive the youth by a big percentile, by a huge percentile.
Trails flank the front steps, which neighbors say was part of a major house renovation since the child.
I got a clip too on Baby Jackson. I wanna her dad probably was I wanna know about him now. You know, that's why I'm following this case, Miss K. Cause I don't think that Kelly just started abusing her as soon after. Y'all get what I'm saying? I want to see the interrogation. Me too. It's sad they won't make them pay for what they did to that baby. Time Ward. Can you look into it about the paperwork for this case for me? I don't know if the interrogation, let me see y'all. Cause I do wanna you so right, the interrogation of this baby. Ooh, Shanicia just dropped a new phone call of Jarvis, you guys. We're gonna get into it. Let me see if I can. Is she live? No, she's not. Give me a second, y'all. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. Are we still here? Shanitra just dropped a new phone call, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's get into it and see what she. Yeah, the school should be charged. The school should absolutely be charged. The school needs 30 federal employee counselors at every school is too much. The school should be held accountable and charged too. Hey Morgan. Hey Buki. They don't care. They don't. Let's get into this new video, y'all. Let's see what Shanitra Speaks is talking about over here. And the title is crazy. He slapped me. Let me see if I got it up. Okay.
That makes money.
I don't want you to worry. I want you to trust me. But
I can't. It's hard for me to trust you when you can make a slap me.
he slapped you.
Yeah.
I don't even know him.
Kidnapping a kid.
Standing to me. They over here. They were looking for her. Came over here with a search warrant looking for you.
Just 3 days after the Detroit Police Department announced that 13-year-old Neziah Harris case was moving to a recovery, but would have a jail with his fiance. Informed her that's under Jarvis.
And whoever slapped him, shout out to you. Whoever slapped Monster, shout out to you. They found out that shit that happened. And they tagged that ass. That many days without doctor's excuse with a absolutely natty, absolutely. Whoever smacked him, shout out to you.
He did not understand why this happened. News surrounding 13-year-old Neziah Harris' disappearance was rapidly spreading across social media, and the case was receiving extensive media coverage. But before we get into the previous video, then this picks up directly from prior to Jarvis Butts.
Someone said, I mean, it's clear why they never cared about Neziah. Couldn't even say her name without sounding like it bothered him to say it. Didn't even try to help her nor find her. It's evident they ain't care. He was in the wrong, but I don't care. He took a murder charge for them kids' mamas. The conversation's a dead giveaway.
I'm trying to understand, nigga, what the fuck you zero in on me for, nigga? But he soon realized what they say in that moment when
Mervyn Jennings Harris is waiting for his daughter's return home.
It's a lot. Beautiful child. Just a beautiful child. I go out every day. We pass out the flyers. I'm out. I'm talking about me and the commissioner. Wow. They won't even talk to me now. That side of the family, they won't talk. Something is up.
Police concluded their search here at the Rouge River around 3 o'clock this.
So y'all mean to tell me that's the father when he was living? He said the family won't even talk. That side of the family won't even talk to me. Something is up. Now, Annette called him. She was quick to call him when he was in a hospital. Damn near on his deathbed. It's a man at the school claiming to be Neziah's daddy. I just wanted to. He said he hadn't heard from him in months. Remember he said they were like, he would go by there and people say they ain't came out of the house or none when they was passing the flyers out and all of that. So,
This afternoon, as all.
Before we get into those March the 21st calls, I first want to play this February the 13th call because it lays the later on in this video. This was one of the initial calls Jarvis Butts had with Angel Leonard, who he was living with at the time, 13-year-old. This call on my YouTube channel. Now, Angel Leonard became significant to the investigation.
Let me pause this because I want to kind of go back to when her father first spoke out.
Okay, so now you saying that, right? Basically, you said, oh, what's up, bro? I just disconnected it. Just call me in the phone line. We ain't gonna do the video chat because we're having too much technical difficulties with that.
Mark, we got questions for you too.
You heard me? All right. So we're gonna have the father call in, man. We was trying to get him video chatted in, but we having some technical issues. His phone was not audio was not capable to connect to the chat, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me give me 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, bro. 1 second. All right, can you hear me? Okay, something is bro. Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. All right. So we couldn't get you on the video chat, man. I really wanted to, kind of talk face to face with you digitally, man, and have this conversation with you. But just first off, man, how are you doing tonight, man?
I'm just, I'm frustrated hurt, confused, just everything, and just trying to stay alive. That's about it. Trying to stay alive.
Dig it. Now, when you spoke to me last night, you said that you had like no idea about what was going on in regards to the situation. So, what did you know, or what didn't you know, as far as what's going on?
So, I got a really, really bad heart. Operates at 5%. So I was in a hospital when the police contacted me. And so it took me by surprise. So they asked if they could give the grandmother the number. I'm like, yeah, because, we had lost contact. So they gave her the number. So I continued talking to the police. Everything, like she said, everything that this woman has said, it's been like in a common way. Like, she's a straight A student. She sent me pictures of, like young pictures, like to where in my mind, I'm like, okay, my baby's still okay, So with Naziah and Naziah's mom, just briefly, okay, we had made an agreement when she was born that the grandmother would take care of her. Now, the grandmother needed full rights to be able to provide full care, So we both signed over our rights to the grandmother. I put my cell phone child support. Now, once you did that, I put my cell phone child support. I was still going over their birthdays, taking clothes, everything. When I had this procedure done to my heart, I didn't have a phone for a while because I was in hospital. They put a defibrillator pacemaker in. I had to go to rehab to work, so I lost contact. When I got out of there, they had moved, so I couldn't get in contact with them. Now, forward 3 or 4, maybe 5 years later to now, however much time that was, now my daughter's missing. And that's when the police came down. Okay. So that's briefly.
Okay. Now, I want to say, without, I don't mean no disrespect by it, but without getting into too much your business, your personal business, I guess as deep as you want to go, why was it that you felt like you needed to give your rights up to her as opposed to raising her yourself if you knew that the mother was in whatever condition that she was in where she couldn't take care of her? Why didn't you take her?
All right, so I made a decision. For one, without my wife knowing. See, I'm married, so I made a decision without my wife knowing and her name is Chantel. Tail knew my position while I was in because we had worked together. And, you know, we had told the grandmother, you know, the situation. So, and I know people are going to go ham or whatever, but I tried to be as responsible as my mind at that time could take. And, you know, I didn't run. You know, everybody want to say something. You go get them other guys that ain't taking care of this and ain't taking care of that. I took care of it. So, you know, it was only because at that time, in my mind, I was trying to protect my wife's feelings without her even knowing.
So when you said you made a decision without your wife knowing, the decision was to give up custody of your daughter, or was it what was the decision?
To sign the rights over so the grandmother can do full, so she'll be able to provide anything that she needed as far as funding, stake, whatever she might need.
So you made that decision without your wife. So do you feel like had you told your wife the situation, she would have what? Maybe convinced you to take her, or convinced you to do what you
know what? Now, when all this happened just now, I even apologized to my wife because I took away my wife's ability to, you know, have her own feelings for the situation, and I knew that, and you know, I had to have that conversation again with my wife. Now, had I not done what I done, you know, I know for sure.
And it's crazy when he said that, because I was like, you didn't just owe an apology to your wife, you owed an apology to your child. You know what I'm saying? It could have had a different turnout had you been honest. Hey, I messed up, you know.
This situation wouldn't have happened. And it's tearing me apart because she would have had the two homes to go to and come to, and a lot of stuff. But you know, my background growing up, it wasn't. I mean, I think it's still. You gotta understand, everybody don't make right decisions. Everybody just hear the story. Oh, he should have done this. I'm pretty sure you should have done some things too. Now, I'm just being upfront and truthful about what happened at that time. That's all I'm doing.
Right.
You know, and I wanted, if somebody want to ask, fine, but I still don't want to get away from me putting the information out here that I do know.
Okay, right.
You know, for the main reason we're here.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I do think people deserve a background like, where's this guy being though?
You know, and that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, who are you? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people seem to be forming an opinion, you know, not knowing whatever the situation may be. So I was just trying to give you a platform to speak your piece and say what you had to say as far as how you felt about the situation, and as well as about what you know.
And we see that a lot, you know, a lot of men and women do that. You know what I'm saying? Not willing to lose, just like that guy in Memphis took the girl's life, you know, that was pregnant by him because he didn't want to lose the wife. I'd rather lose her and the child than the wife. His wife knew what type of man he was. I just wanted to play this since Shanitra played it. I'm glad she played that.
As far as going on, as far as I guess.
But this doesn't get Mark D off the hook at all.
I guess the conditions of the family that she was living in, and you know all of that. So I mean, what beyond what I just asked you, would you like people to know about the situation, whether it be like I said about the family or you, or what do you want the people to know?
I mean, I would take any questions if somebody want to ask, but as far as if we are moving
Aquan said, wow. He said, I have told his wife I raised my ex-son after we split. The wife may have accepted that baby and given her the chance.
I'm going to move right forward.
That's what he said.
Now, before we do that, though, I do see one question I want to address. Now, somebody asked, so did you cheat on your wife? Okay, and conceive the
Yeah, yep. That is what it would be. Yeah, that is what it would be.
So you did that to basically protect her from knowing about her and gave her up to the grandmother. So at what point did she find out about your daughter?
And we'll get back into that once we hear a little bit of these calls.
Leaving the auto shop around 9 p.m. Hitting Isaiah Harris, Jarvis Butt's phone with Leonard's residence. And in subsequent calls already played, Jarvis would tell Angel that she was not obligated to speak to detectives. But Angel Leonard and Jarvis Butts appear to have a very different relationship dynamic compared to the other women. Although Jarvis was juggling at least 8 women that we know of.
And remember, Jarvis told Angel she could not talk to the detectives, did she? No, she didn't. She didn't.
Frequently, and his tone with her is also different from the tone heard in many of the calls. Another thing that stands out is that Jarvis and Angel do not appear to say, I love you, the way Jarvis were living together before his former fiance dropped him off to surrender to the Wayne County jail.
This is a call from an inmate at Wayne County Jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. The inmate has requested that you pay.
Give me a second, y'all. It's storming. Yeah, Cornell, it's storming here. It's storming really bad here. So I just want to, I might lose connection. I don't know, guys.
Huh?
For those that didn't just hear that part, he was saying to Angel, he's been trying to call her all week. She was like, who is this? He said, who you think this is? So, hey, Cherry baby, what's going on? Happy Memorial Day weekend. Damn, it's
Hello, Betty. Yes. I don't.
I'm gonna have to turn it up and play it from my phone. I guess playing this video is just, I don't know if it's messing with my. Hold on, y'all. We great. We gonna listen. Yeah, We fixing to tune in. We fixing to tune in.
Let's bond.
Hello?
Let me know if y'all can hear it.
Hello? I've been trying to call you all week. What's going on? Huh? Hello? What you mean? I've been trying to call you all week. What's going on? Who is this? Who do you think this is? Well, who's my daddy? Hello? Daddy, yes. Hello? Come here. What you pay? I've been trying to call you all week long. What's going on with the phone? I don't know. How about that? We don't have phones. There's a police took them when they ran us through yesterday. What they run up in there for? Listen for you. First one, police, Edwards. With the other day when I hung up, something about kidnapping some kid. I don't know. I don't even know if I should be talking to you right now.
What they looking for me for? I don't know. And then turn around and say something about kidnapping a kid. Why do they do that shit? You do know. You definitely know. I'm just saying you know. You get what I'm saying? If the police run in the house and they got paperwork and they're looking for Shank, they looking for me. I know. They told me.
Kidnapping a kid?
Shannon's me. They over here. They were looking for her. Came over here with a search warrant looking for you. Hold on, but let me put your kid on the phone because the police took all our phones.
That's crazy. All right.
They took my phone. I had to buy a new phone. Here. Because the cars, you don't have a car because the police took it because of you. Gianni's car even got taken. But let me put your kids on the phone while you was able to get through. Here.
Hey, Papa.
What the heck is this? What the heck is the police citing you about kidnapping a kid?
I don't know what the fuck they talking about. Nope.
Poppy said, what's this about you kidnapping a kid? That make a difference, Cornell. Because Poppy asking, the kid is asking the right questions. And what part did you say? You said, at least she mentioned it. The other ones didn't. Which ones didn't, Cornell? Because Tashiana mentioned it. They just didn't stick to their guns. Like, to where it should have been effectful to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tashiana said they rented her house and was looking for a kidnapped kid too. Poppy the only one. Hell yeah, Poppy the only one with some sense.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck that is, Poppy. Let me, yeah, that's crazy. Let me call you right back.
Poppy ruffling feathers.
Yeah, I'll call y'all right back. That's weird.
Sleep at our house and she's showing us.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's weird.
It was real weird to think how we don't know what's going on.
And I don't know what's going on. That's strange as hell, but I'll call you back in a minute.
Now we're going to get into the call that Jarvis Butts had with his former fiance. Keep in mind that when this call occurred, it was only 3 days after the announcement came that Naziah Harris' case was moving from a missing person into a recovery.
Yeah,
now,
Poppy
I want you to keep this in mind that there were social media posts that were going around January of 2025, if you've been following this case, and that was after the preliminary hearing. It was said,
it said, listen, I was locked up in the county and Jarvis came to the hole. Hold on. I got to get this shit working so I can show y'all what's being said. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get it. I think I went too far. What's the timestamp? Okay. Let me see if I can get this to play because I want y'all to see it with me.
You don't know what an AI work management platform is? Yikes. AI powered.
A missing person into a recovery. Now, I want you to keep.
Let me read this to you. It said, listen, I was locked up in the county and Jarvis came to the hole. He was swearing to people he didn't unalive her. And one of the other inmates said that the aunt was loading his books for hush money. It was blowing me because the nigga was walking around untouched, books loaded, visits every other day. Listen, y'all. He said visits every other day. His ass wowed for his part, but I strongly believe the aunts unalived her. He's covering up for them. They all in this together. Y'all remember that? That was the dude that was locked up with Jarvis. And I actually reached out to him. And he was like, hit me on my JPay or whatever, because he's doing some serious time. Or whatever. And I might still reach out. I think I might still reach out. Try to reach out to him. I gotta go through my logs and try to reach out to him and stuff like that. And go with what he said. But I definitely talked to him.
2025, if you've been following this case, and that was after the preliminary hearing. It was said that Jarvis Butts was walking around. It appears that one fight, but it appears that he's describing multiple incidents. But I also want you to pay attention to what he said about his sister, who testified at the preliminary hearing. Listen to this.
This is a call from an inmate at Wayne. Call subject to push to talk. Hang up now. Thank you for using Tell Me.
Hello?
Hello?
Your cash number is connected, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a message today.
Okay, I couldn't call you yesterday, man. I got into a little further.
No, you where?
I'm still in the same spot. I'm just not up on the same floor I was at.
What was the same dude you got into it before?
Nah, it's another nigga. Yeah. I said it yesterday.
You said what?
I got 50 that shit. You got me fucked up. So,
I got booked in your mouth.
you got me fucked up. That sound better.
I quit.
Calling, man. That your number was connected.
Yeah,
How much did you come up off of? So
and then that bitch, but most of my figured it was just what it did.
Burned off of it when he pulled when you did that air clip stuff that's still on the exhaust man.
Drag the hair strip, bro. Like I quit. This bitch should be doing somebody doing this shit.
So if it don't,
they ain't gotta do that.
No, I said I was.
Yep.
Kid, I'm still.
Yeah, dang, he kicked me right out. It was good. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I got it back. Let me see if I got it back.
And then I told my birth aide, I was like, you might as well stay at home because I ain't about to come all the way back over there and get you to come all the way back to this school.
Lockdown for 16. So I thought.
Hold on, y'all. That's the 11:42 mark. I just want to make sure y'all seen that post. Hold on, y'all. Let's check it to 11:42. Damn.
Phoebe Daisy's leftovers.
Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Skip this commercial.
No, I said I was. So it'll be coming to you today. Everybody all right?
A couple of times, Belinda.
Yes. The kids went to school? No, they can drop outs. Huh? No, they can drop outs. You at work? I'm at work. I had a food trip, so I can go home today. And then I told my birth aide, I was like, you might as well stay at home because I ain't about to come all the way back over there and get you to come all the way back to this school. It is for 30 minutes and call us over. All right, so I said, don't for me today to come to tomorrow. So laying in the phone because we're going to lock down for 16. So I'll try to call you a little bit later, see if it made it. If it did, then it'll be for sure tomorrow. I can be honest. Traded a little poem down. She wants her birthday's party tomorrow. You can say that one more time? At the poem down, she give me a little poem down tomorrow. I mean, I gotta get her just time today because she got a little birthday party to go to Smuts. I'm going that first to go to the mom. No, I had a little. So it's a sleepover? No, it's like that.
Boy, the freak show had to know every detail. Have y'all paid attention to the phone calls? That Monster had to know every single detail. Like, he didn't, she said she going to a birthday party tomorrow. What is it? A sleepover or something? Why couldn't it just be what I said that she's going to a birthday party tomorrow?
Like a hall or something, and her student take pains. Because you got a 16-year-old friend? Supposed to sleep.
Treasure got a 16-year-old friend. Y'all get what I'm saying? Treasure got a 16-year-old friend. Like, damn.
No, it's like that, like a hall or something.
Yes, Cornell.
Because you got a 16-year-old friend? They all dance together. First she's on the dance groups. Oh, okay. So the fat ass feet did. Exactly. Works. Exactly. Yeah, well, that's crazy. I'm good. She making her ranges and she doing her thing, so that's good. Once. Whatever this. Every time it's Friday tomorrow. 5 o'clock. 5 to what?
And Cornell, with them charges, you know what I'm saying? That was the crazy part. With them charges that he had, they always gave him a rundown of the kids. Y'all notice that? They would always give him a rundown of the kids and their extracurricular activities and all their school. I got to go pick her up. I got to go do this. I got to, you know what I'm saying?
This 5-year-old innocent child sat alone waiting for his dad while his classmates celebrated.
5 to what?
see you later, man. You sent her home, and I love you. So, like I said, if I come today, it'll be for sure that tomorrow. You sure I'm back with the puppy? No, I ain't told you, bitch. You have my mama? My mama? Yeah. I don't got her number. Remember she had when he got another, when he got another phone number. I didn't know that motherfucker. I didn't know which one it was. I didn't know how to, know it. Oh, boy. Yeah, bro. I called Tawana like 8 times. That bitch took me calling, shut up, fucking answer, so I ain't calling no more. I didn't call her. I wasn't bothered about calling either, because I ain't. I don't want to hear that shit, man. All that fake shit, man. So I ain't got time. Like, if she see me calling you, but you ain't clear about it. So when you answer, then they like you paying for this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm not calling you collect, bitch, because you can't collect phone calls. So you know I'm not calling you on that tip. But I ain't.
See what I'm talking about with Jarvis and the pillow talking? Like how he did Jasmine with the woman from North Carolina. Now Tijuana's all these B words. Yeah, B. You ain't paying for the calls, B. Shit. I know you can't accept calls, B. And you know what I'm saying? I don't, for the life of me.
Oh, I ain't reach out to her no more. Don't give a shit. Kind of mad they moved me down to this motherfucker, man. This smaller, man. This a little bit peaceful, man. I got a weird ass pocket. You think weird? Yeah. Just weird, bro. I ain't really. I guess the nigga think I'm a fish or something, man. They think I'm they think I'm a good thing or something, man. He finna soon find out. Oh, you got this? Yeah. I got good things. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I ain't with the shits. You gonna find out, nigga. It was something. Oh my God, it was something. Oh my God, I can't think of words. I think it was about that something about oh Jesus man, but I was like, all right, say. I was coming out. Yeah, this ain't man. I don't know. Then they keep asking me this shit. I was like, stop. Oh Jesus, I can't remember what it was. He was like, oh Jesus, saying, but I was like, oh my God. Man, this nigga keep asking me this shit. We ain't got nothing. I already said that. We got that established immediately. Gotta have a goddamn thing. I gotta get on the phone. You know, I can take the kids to work with me. And, huh? Assuming you can take them to work with you.
Here you go.
I can take them to work with you. Like, you know how they have to get on the city bus? Like, they don't have to get on the city bus. They just come to work with me. And you can take them out. You don't have to take them home. I mean, not take them home, but take them to school. That's cool. Look at how they black asses is getting there and finding work. Fuckers. These mad as hell. Get your ass up and shine. Let's go. Exactly. But we have to want to smash him. I think when you better be lucky. You on that top. That's how they sleep so much and be so tired in the morning. You niggas go to bed early as hell. Because they be up. One guys was up. Well, I thought it was late because I had went to sleep early. I had went to sleep at like 8 o'clock. And when I woke up, it was like 10:55. I'm like, why are these still up? I had someone 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh, I'm sick. Don't sleep. That's not what time I got. That's about time I had to go sleep, man. The niggas had me upstairs in that little hole, man. It was spiritual. How you get to get through the get them in the nuts? How you get to get through the get them in the nuts? The nigga slapped me. He slapped you? Yeah. Slaps you? Nigga slaps. I had to sleep that shut up real quick, man. But the officer, man, he was like, God damn, man, that nigga was big. You know, they did that play with me. They thought that shit was on me. No, that's him.
He did, Candy.
Nigga was looking. He was looking at me like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah, I stopped it at the 18-minute mark. I want to go listen to this so I can look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to look at it with you guys. You get what I'm saying? Everybody have a blessed Memorial Day weekend. I will see you guys back here tomorrow. I want to cover a story that happened down here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I want to take you guys by the actual house. I think it's still up. I want to take you guys by the actual scene and do some content. I'm gonna wear my mask, of course. Girl, damn bum bun, and what the fuck about the leg shed hand, the fuck knocked his noodle loose. That's why he was wearing that man. Yolanda, that's when they probably put his ass in protective custody and shit, because they was down there turning his ass up, and everybody kept saying, damn, he limping. You know what I'm saying? They heard that. They heard what was going on. They heard, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, you know that, because you know one thing about jail, they heard things before the streets do, which is crazy. I never realized that, but they do. He was having a horrible time locked up. He wasn't eating well, and he was getting beat up. Fart on reality sometimes. That's just the truth of it. That's just the truth of it. Shout out to Anna B. Shout out to Shanitra Speak. Shout out to Shank Rock. Shout out to Project Casa Rios. You guys, I'm going to go check the rest of this stuff. Y'all, my legs are starting to cramp up and stuff. That's why I'm up here moving around, shifting. I want to go get me some tea and stuff. Hey, adjusted. We'll probably get in a group and listen to these calls together, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing else to do, but just got time, okay? Salute everybody. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend, and please be safe. In my mind, he was having a horrible time. Hell yeah. Just being in there, but it was what he was in there for. That's why he was having a horrible time, Nichelle, because what he was in there for. Yeah. Being locked up is crazy work, but under those circumstances, absolutely. Absolutely. He was having a very, very hard time because he didn't know who he could trust. He didn't know what the outcome was going to be. He really didn't. But y'all,